Ian Rush left after 6 seasons and 207 first-team goals. But there'd been a year's warning. Before delivering Rush into the arms of Juventus, the Reds had already blooded his replacement.
Here's Ronnie Whelan, cross in, Ian Rush there, he's got it. It's got to be the equaliser, and it is! John Aldridge has got it!
Kenny Dalglish took John Barnes to Anfield for £900,000.
I think it's true to say that in life, patience is a virtue. But then Peter is worth waiting for. Not only is he one of the best players in this country, without any doubt, in my book, he's a leading player in Europe and the world. And Liverpool FC can count themselves being very fortunate in signing him.
Luckily, in my position, you know, things have worked out well. And obviously, I'm delighted to be a Liverpool player. You know, I had 4 good years at Newcastle. I think I gave them good service.
Yeah.
You know, I think obviously I miss the fans, but I think it's great to be joining such a good club.
Für Dieter Hönes, der, das hören Sie vielleicht, von den Rängen gefeiert wird. Das war nun wahrlich nicht immer so ein Mann, der... Da stimmt die Abstimmung noch nicht und jetzt könnte die Führung für Bayern München fallen durch Lothar Matthäus. Lerby. Der ganz typischen Art, genau getimt der Pass. Matthäus, ja, und da ist das Tor. Ja, das ist ja herrlich, 2,5 Minuten vor der Pause. Wickel Kögel, das habe ich noch nicht erwähnt, hat ja nach einer Blinddarmoperation noch mindestens 2 bis 3 Wochen, um wieder um einen Stammplatz zu kämpfen. Schade eigentlich. Und jetzt, ja, es ist nicht zu glauben. Lothar Matthäus zunächst. Tor. Barnes. Tor. Ganz trockener Schuss mit links. Die Bayern gewinnen 3:2.
For Vålerengen. Så kommer Vålerengen etter 15 minutter, og legg merke til dette fremspillet av Asbjørn Helgeland. Øyvind Husby ute på høyresiden, inne foran mål, så nærmest henger Pål Fredheim i lufta og gir utrolig nok Vålerengen ledelsen 1-0. Bare minuttet etter så tar Beachley frispark for Liverpool. Wennison spiller fram. Og etter mye om og men så det John Aldridge som blir felt innenfor 16-meterstreken, sier dommeren. Det kan vi kanskje stille et lite spørsmålstegn ved om han hadde rett i, men i alle fall, dommeren dømmer, og han dømmer straffespark til Liverpool. Og det John Aldridge, nyinnkjøpet til Liverpool, som var på farten gang på gang i denne kampen, og skal altså fylle tomrommet etter Ian Rush, som tar straffesparket. Han finter ut Geir Medios og setter ballen sikkert i mål, og etter 38 minutter i første omgang så står det 1-1. Etter 14 minutter så det Medios som spiller ut, og han fikk jo etter hvert mer og mer å gjøre i denne kampen. Etter hvert så havner ballen hos Craig Johnson, en av de beste på dette Liverpool-laget, i alle fall i dette oppgjøret mot Vålerengen. Han finter ut både 1 og 2 Vålerengen-spillere, og inne foran mål så gjør Paul Walsh en nydelig teknisk liten detalj, og Medios i realiteten sjanseløs, 3-1 til Liverpool. Da var kampen selvfølgelig avgjort, men etter 41 minutter så skal vi være med på et fint Liverpool-angrep av Steve Nichols, som drar det hele i gang, får med seg Johnson på høyresiden. Nå hadde også laglederen, eller manageren selv, Kenny Dalglish, kommet inn på banen. Her det Paul Walsh. Han finner Dalglish tilbake, men Dalglish spiller over til Alltid like spillbare John Aldridge, og dermed så står det 4-1 til Liverpool. Og det ble også sluttresultatet i denne kampen, men la oss
Barnes now with a cross, and a good cross, and a goal by Aldridge. Well, the new strike force, although Aldridge was there for a part of last season, has struck for Liverpool with 9 minutes gone. O'Leary quickly in, the flag was up on the far side, but the referee acknowledged it and allowed the game to continue. It's Charlie Nicholas for Arsenal. A nice little chip in there towards Alan Smith, and Arsenal get the equaliser with Paul Davis. One. Sanson. Should be Grobbelaars. Oh my goodness! Now, whether Kenny Sanson, the Arsenal captain, he's got a broad grin on his face, meant that in the first place as a cross, or whether he'd spotted Grobbelaar off his line. Barnes playing it wide for Beardsley. Oh, nicely played by Beardsley, in for Nicol. The little chip by him, and Craig Johnston with a chance there that went spinning away. Now Barnes, can he pinpoint the cross? Not it again. Oh, Steve Nicol has scored a critical goal for Liverpool, with a little over 2 minutes of the game left.
Liverpool's new boys are refusing to wear Ian Rush's old number 9 shirt. Johnson was stuck with it today, and for a few minutes at least, Coventry looked like cup winners. Speedy looked anything but quick, and their best chance was blown away. Liverpool, though, weren't wasting anything. While the defence watched £4 million worth of Barnes, Beardsley and Aldridge, it was full-back Chris Nicol who stole in. And from then on, the Liverpool machine simply rolled all over Coventry. Into the second half, and it was Nicol again, bulldozing through for the second. There was hardly a weakness in Liverpool's lineup, and John Barnes looks like being one of their great new strengths. There was a hint of a dive, but by this time Coventry were too dazed to complain, as Aldridge made it 3. But the best was to come as Beardsley, revelling in the space he was being given, hit the 4th on his own. On this form, Liverpool are once again the team to beat. Peter Staunton, ITN Sport, Highfield Road.
Is there any possibility that Kenny Dalglish will play again, or have you more or less decided now that you've retired?
I kind of get a game in that too.
For me, that is the best football I've seen in the First Division for 18 months. It was lovely to watch. Why don't they go somewhere else and do it instead of here at Highfield Road?
Slipped over as he went to kick that one. Standing foot went. And McMahon. Spackman. Alvin Martin got in there. Spackman hooks it across. Aldridge. There's the shot. And a great save! 4 minutes gone. Aldridge nearly got his second goal of the season. Whelan. McMahon. The fulcrum of the midfield. See how that ball stuck. And Ward takes advantage with a great shot. Beardsley to Barnes. to Aldridge. Aldridge has got a shot in. Oh, it's hit the post! Well, that was a terrific shot. Spackman. Beardsley. Whelan. Oh, and a great shot, a brilliant save! What a shot from Aldridge, though! An unbelievable shot! Nichols done an overlap. Back to Whelan. Beardsley. McMahon. McMahon's in. That's a penalty, no doubt about that. George Paris missed the ball. It's Aldridge, who's already scored from the penalty spot this season in the 4-1 win at Coventry City. It's he who's going to take the kick against Tom McAllister. Aldridge, right foot, sends McAllister the wrong way, and that's Liverpool 1-up. Hansen there. And Liverpool's defence not looking so good. He's given that straight to Cuddy. Cuddy shooting a goal! It's a goal! Oh, brilliantly taken! The little man scores again! Aldridge. Oh, Barnes is through! Barnes is through! He's gone past McAllister, he's come across. Oh, it's a miss! What a miss there from the most expensive player in British football, Peter Beardsley. Spackman driving forward. McMahon. Stopped by Ince. Whelan. McMahon. Oh, and he's hit the post! From the edge of the 6-yard box. Ward with the corner. Can West Ham squeeze in a winner here? Hansen. Strodder's there, an overhead kick. Oh, and he scored! No, he hasn't! Oh, it just bounced past the post.
Here's Barnes, number 7, Beardsley, and there goes Barnes again, danger here, Aldridge far post, John Anderson and Steve Nicol. What a simple goal for Liverpool, and Steve Nicol puts it away with some aplomb. Whelan, and again they've got Nicol in front of the strikers, and he was onside, and Gary Kelly had to make 2 decent saves. Barnes. Aldridge! Foul on the jump, surely. I wouldn't have thought that would count, no. Aldridge thought for a split second there that he kept up his record of scoring in every game. Here's Mark Lawrenson, but there's no doubt which side are running the match at the moment. Beardsley. Nicol. Lawrenson has now found room in the Newcastle penalty area. This is Venison. And here's Barnes. And Aldridge this time, 2-0. I can hear some barracking going on among the spectators around me. There goes John Barnes. And he's onside, Barnes, and right through. And Aldridge again. Good stop by Anderson. Well, it could have been embarrassing, this. It could have been 4 or 5. Here's Barnes. Aldridge left and Nicol on the right. He seems to be playing in a field of his own. Still Nicol. And he's floated one beautifully. No! A player offside in the 6-yard box. Means that goal will not stand. Well, I saw Liverpool win impressively at Coventry. I also saw them beat Arsenal on the season's opening day, and they appear to be onside. Beardsley. Nichols in the centre, completely unmarked as yet. There he is again. 3-0. Beardsley. Nicol, Barnes, Beardsley, Nicol again. Now Mirandinia, he's away, and Gillespie's trying to get to him, and penalty. Gillespie on Mirandinia. Gillespie was the offender, and the opposite number 2, Neil MacDonald, is the penalty taker. Robillard not on his line at present because he's saying the ball isn't quite on the spot. Here's MacDonald, put away well. 3-1 and hope for Newcastle. 20 minutes gone in the second half. Newcastle United 1, Liverpool 3, and Aldridge releasing Nicol on the far side, Beardsley in the middle. It's still Nicol, he's gone all the way, and that is the hat-trick. What a tremendous personal performance by the Liverpool number 4, the Scottish international. Here's Barnes. Oh, good effort and a good save by Gary Kelly from John Barnes.
Very much in the Liverpool make-up to play their corner short, but Blackburn have tried to compensate for this by taking 2 players out to defend against it and making Barnes take the orthodox outswinger, but Nicol almost turned that into a goal. Well, it's another corner. Here's Nicol, 1-0. It's a goal this time. And this footballer of many parts shows his eye for an opening yet again. It's his 7th of the season. Beautifully taken on the half volley. It's sped past Geno. Curry. Here's Miller. And that's Sellers! 1-0. Liverpool were caught on their blind side.
McMahon was really well played, and so was that. Parker hard in on Beardsley. Bannister. What a good effort by Gary Bannister. And Robillard was forced to tip that ball over. That was Hansen. This is Brock, and now it's Beardsley. Good challenge. Johnston to his right, going through the centre. And still Johnston. Great run. Oh, what a good goal! But no, not given. The referee has pulled the play back. He had already blown, and he's explaining that to the Liverpool players. That was McMahon opening out the play. Venison. Whelan running strongly in the inside right channel. Aldridge pulling away at the far post. He got away from MacDonald for a split second. Found Barnes. Barnes cross. Oh, great Johnston! Johnston scores, and this time it counts. From Barnes' cross. And Liverpool take the lead. 3 minutes before half-time. Barnes with the kick. And ball, was it? Appears in there. A penalty's been given. A penalty has been given. And Aldridge has a chance to maintain this remarkable sequence of his. And he drives it into the top corner, even though Seaman went the right way. And that's 11 league games that Aldridge has started for Liverpool. And the Kop are pleased to report that he's scored in every one. Beardsley. And now Johnston. Oh, Byrne wanting a long time to clear that. He dwelt on it too long. Barnes. And Barnes again. 3. Barnes the scorer after a very good 1-2 with John Aldridge. Well, the Kop saying easy. It may be now. It wasn't for a long time. Oh, Barnes won it. He won it from Brock. He's got Beardsley going to his left. It's still Barnes. That's a fabulous individual goal. A brilliant goal by John Barnes to grace this sort of occasion. Bannister. Byrne is running on here. This is Byrne. Oh, Grobbelaar saved it. Bannister. Grobbelaar saved again.
The great news for First Division managers was that Liverpool played badly, at least for an hour. While they stumbled on the surface they've grown to hate, Luton's Mick Harford was almost stealing a goal. Then a rare lapse in discipline, Gillespie trailing a foot for Weir to fall over. The referee seeing nothing. Not much else worth repeating from the first half, then a complete Liverpool transformation in the second. First, Luton's McDonough, presenting Liverpool new boy Houghton with an easy run to go. And if he misses many more of these, his stay in the first team could be short-lived. Liverpool's goal inevitably followed from an unmarked Gillespie. Now it was back to the form which the First Division fears. McMahon's shot cannoned round the area before Seeley salvaged things. Then with Liverpool looking for the whistle, Luton almost stole a point. Harford stretching to reach the bar. McDonough proving that playing Liverpool these days is a very frustrating business.
On, here's Sharp. My goodness. Oh, and Barnes as he underhit it. He has it. Sharp this time. No! That's even worse.
Robillard sensibly was giving some distance between Hansen and himself. Hansen seemed to be in control. Stevens making Barnes do the defending, and he's lost him. It's deflected. Goal! Gary Stevens! So maybe Graham Sharp can forget his miss now.
Comes to Craig Johnston. Beardsley. Excellent from Neville Southall, right on the 6-yard line, made it look easy. The blue is in the red half. Wilson is being pulled by Nicol. Saved well, and then turned over the top by Hansen. Trevor Stephen denied. That's great from Barnes to McMahon. And where is the greatest delight among the participants, on the bench or in the crowd? Barnes got his body in front again. To Beardsley. The play. The flag is up. The flag is up. It will not count. Aldridge, the player who put it in, but the flag was up. Barnes, oh, lovely back heel. McMahon, Aldridge, good challenge. Beardsley, oh, that's a lovely goal. That's a lovely goal. No hesitation there. He really flashed at that. And it flew in. Oh, and he gets a kiss for it. From a man incidentally wearing a blue striped shirt. Trevor Brooking's pre-match comment has been borne out. Heath has certainly been missed, his mobility and at times his sharpness of touch. Stevens. Well, it was near. Goal kick.
Here's Barnes. It's a lovely turn. And in prolific form. Gautier. Sanchez. Gannon. But good pressure by Liverpool there. It's Beardsley and Barnes who break. McMahon making a run, so is Aldridge, still Barnes. McMahon, Aldridge, good save by Dave Besant. Quite where he came from, I don't think John Aldridge knew. Here's a first chance for Houghton then. And he's gone for everybody. Oh, what an impact by the substitute. What a wonderful moment for Ray Houghton. He's not even on the pitch a minute. Oh, look at that from Alan Hansen. That's choice. McMahon. Barnes just laying back. And McMahon going for a spectacular finish. Beardsley. Whelan. Oh, and Houghton closing it again. Oh, mistake by Besant. Surely Houghton. Aldridge. Oh. I think Aldridge almost stopped Houghton short. They certainly got mixed up. Fashanu into Fairweather, and this is Gibson. Fashanu. And Ryan. Oh, and Fairweather! The equaliser! don't think Carlton Fairweather knew too much about it, but it's certainly his goal.
Little Colin Gibson to turn it back once more for United. And against the post by Anderson. Alan Hansen. Trying to get McMahon through. Aldridge is on the far side.
You are getting the feeling that Liverpool are settling into the game now and look quite settled.
Leclerc. Can Whiteside do anything? What about Olsen? Just clearing Grobbelaar's crossbar. Aldridge. Beardsley. Good combination there. Beardsley looking to finish it off. And Walsh pushing that away. Olsen with the kick. Whiteside at the near post. It's gone beyond him. Gillespie's in there, but didn't really make anything of it. Whiteside turning it back! 1-1! Liverpool furious there, are chasing the referee back towards the centre spot. But the goal stands, and United are level. Lawrence and a long ball forward. Aldridge is after this one. The flag has stayed down. You can imagine the things that were going through Duxbury's mind there, with the goal gaping and about 3 or 4 Liverpool players hounding him. Barnes, Beardsley, Aldridge, and Robson. Craig Johnston, a lovely piece of work though by Walsh. Now can United push it home? There's Grobbelaar. Robson with the header, kicked away. And again they surround the referee and say there was an infringement there. Hansen again, winning it in the air. Hodge having a real old tussle there with Houghton and an elbow going in. And maybe it was 6 or 1, half dozen the other, but Jim Borrett calling Steve Hodge to him. It's going to be a yellow card. And it's more than that, it's a red card. Steve Hodge goes off and Spurs are down to 10 men. Hansen. McMahon making the little break from midfield. It's with Aldridge. Trying to get Houghton. Good save by Fox. McMahon. And now Barnes. Whelan. Aldridge. Might come for Houghton. Another tremendous save that time from Tony Fox. Now Houghton. Played through to Aldridge, played through to McMahon. And Liverpool are in the lead. Steve McMahon. Johnston. Houghton. Comes for Barnes. Tries to get McMahon away. Fairclough out there with him. Barnes. Nickel. Chip in, it won't quite reach Barnes, but it might reach Aldridge, and that reaches Craig Johnston! 2 to Liverpool. Hansen curling it here to Lawrenson. Forward now to Houghton. Barnes. Johnston. Barnes and outside him. Lovely play there by Craig Johnston. Exhibition stuff this at the moment, Steve Nicol. And a very good save indeed. Struck with ferocious power there by Steve Nicol.
Nevin is in again. Still Nevin, and Lawrenson came in. George Courtney has pointed to the penalty spot. A penalty won for Chelsea by Pat Nevin. On his 22nd birthday, Gordon Jury faces Grobbelaar, he faces the Kop. And Chelsea lead. Barnes. That's a marvellous switch in the direction of play with Beardsley. Well, it was so close. Peter Beardsley put hands to head. Gillespie, Clive Wilson off the line. Whelan! And that is the closest they've come. From Gary Gillespie. Still Liverpool trail. Run going on, but going square. Lawrenson. Oh, they've left Whelan. Barnes! Oh, close this time. The ball's still in play with Lawrenson. Barnes, he set up McMahon. Oh. Chelsea hanging on by a thread. Houghton and Aldridge, of course, with an understanding, born at Oxford. Nicol. Barnes. Peter Beardsley! No! But the time is passing. And time is on Chelsea's side. Brooklyn has caught John Aldridge. It's a second penalty in the match. John Aldridge. At last for Liverpool. Whelan. Here's Houghton. Ray Houghton has set up the goal for Steve McMahon. And Liverpool have come late again. Set up the goal and set up the victory, it would seem.
The Southampton fans were resigned to the inevitable. An Aldridge through ball and a gentle Barnes volley gave Liverpool the lead. It looked like a quiet afternoon was in prospect. Lawrenson's departure failed to shake Liverpool's massive superiority complex. After half an hour, Barnes came back, fashioning with a little help from Beardsley one of the season's great goals. 2 up, and with Liverpool concentrating on the tea break, Southampton pulled one back. Clark's header finding Grobbelaar in one of his indecisive moods. But if the first half had been a gentle stroll in the sun for the league leaders, the second was a desperate fight to save the match. First, Southampton equalised, Townsend firing through the crowd. And by the end, either side could have taken 3 points. At one end, McMahon's shot almost too hot to hold. And at the other, Grobbelaar again wandering about aimlessly, and Nicol keeping Liverpool's unbeaten record intact.
Barnes, Aldridge! Hodge furious with the marking on Aldridge. Wednesday have certainly done enough not to rule them out of a potential victory. But you always fancy Liverpool attacking the Kop as the minutes tick away. And it was Whelan who almost forced the breakthrough. The longer the match goes on, the tireder the defenders become. Houghton, Gillespie! It's come now. From Barnes' corner, a touch from Houghton, over Aldridge, in from Gillespie. A smile of rare satisfaction. And the Kop at last have a memory to take to Christmas 1987.
John Aldridge scrambled a goal against his former club just before half-time. John Barnes benefited from Beardsley's set-up to score the second. Steve McMahon got the third from something like 30 yards. But for all his efforts, Peter Beardsley didn't get the reward his all-round performance deserved. Liverpool 3, Oxford 0.
Alan Hansen might have earned a living on the professional golf circuit. Liverpool almost pushed him in that direction by rejecting him as a schoolboy. At a time when his golf handicap had dropped to 2 and was still falling. For a while, he also devoted his energies to squash, and his football career certainly benefited from the speed of that game. He was also good enough at volleyball to be called up by Scotland before Liverpool revived their interest and reshaped his sporting education.
The minute that you sign for Liverpool, the first thing you learn is to keep your mouth shut. I mean, Bob Paisley was a stickler for that. I remember around about April one time, Alan Kennedy was in the paper saying we've won the title, and Bob just went absolutely off his head. And we played Villa on the Monday and we got beaten 3-1, and they gave him a right roast, and he actually wasn't having a bad game. But it was only because he'd been in the papers on Sunday saying this. So from that point of view, I mean, that's the first lesson you learn at Liverpool. Keep your mouth shut. It doesn't matter what you're doing or how well you're doing it. Just, you know, don't go in the papers and say anything.
Or even on television.
Or even on television. I mean, I would never come and say, you know, we're going to do this or that or the next thing. I think we're in a nice position. But
the bookies think you're in a nice position.
Well, the bookies think we're in a nice position as well. But once you get the championship medal in your hand, then that's the time you start glowing.
With 6 championship medals already, Alan Hansen knows that feeling, and he's well placed to compare the present unbeaten Liverpool team with its illustrious predecessors.
The team, I would say, is more attacking than most of the Liverpool teams have played in. I mean, we've always based our game on attack, but certainly with Barnes and Beardsley, you know, they're doing things that individually that possibly people in other teams didn't do, and it's a pleasure to sit behind them and watch them playing. Having said that, as far as John Barnes is concerned, I would also say that if he'd gone to any other club, he wouldn't have possibly had the ball at his feet as much as having it at Liverpool. I've had 10 years of standing halfway line at Liverpool, and it's always been the same. We have the ball so much that you're always wanting to get involved in the thing, you're always wanting to pass. I mean, it's a pleasure now that Graham Souness left for the centre-backs, because when he was playing, you could never get a kick. I mean, he would just come and take the ball off your feet. No, with Steve McMahon and Ronnie Gillen in the middle, at least you've got a chance of getting a kick.
Captaining the double-winning side was a handsome highlight, but are the smiles and his career threatened by injury?
I've had knee trouble for a long time, but I mean, it's just part and parcel of the game. I mean, you just got to keep on playing. It's called wear and tear of the knee, but I mean, at the moment I'm not having any trouble moving quite well. Possibly not as well I've moved in previous years because I'm getting on a bit now. But I mean, there's not any danger of me quitting the game. They might kick me out eventually, but I'm just happy playing. I love playing the game, and it's great to have played for Liverpool for 10 years, and great to have been part of the Liverpool setup for 10 years.
At times, it was only some outstanding goalkeeping from Mike Hooper standing in for an injured Grobbelaar that saved Liverpool. Towards the end, Stoke might have stolen it, and although Liverpool must be favourites for the replay at Anfield, it had been a great performance by Stoke to become only the third team not to concede a goal against them this season.
Stoke had a chance to win the match in the closing minutes, but substitute Graham Shaw hurried his shot and was denied once again by Hooper.
Barnes looking for Nickel. Barnes took on Caesar. Still Barnes, brilliant. Carton couldn't convert. McMahon, 3 in the way. Tony Adams ain't got a foot to it. Well, McMahon won that back wonderfully well. Beardsley. Oh, a goal for Aldridge. Right on half-time, it's John Aldridge. What about McMahon's contribution there? Absolutely fantastic. Here's Kevin Richardson. Oh, it's not a bad ball at all. Martin Hayes. And the cross here for Rocastle. Off the line, Alan Hansen, I think. Keeper beaten. The Liverpool captain saved them on the line. Quinn's header only falls for Lawrenson. It's rather un-Liverpool-like, but it gives them the chance, perhaps quite intentionally, to make the switch, because Mark Lawrenson, who kicked the ball out, has been nursing a bit of a knock, and he's coming off the pitch, shaking his head. He can't carry on, which is bad luck on him, but it gives Nigel Spackman the chance to make what's become a fairly rare appearance. Now Spackman, Beardsley, for once his touch wasn't sure, but look how it bounced for him again, and how he took advantage. Great run by Beardsley, and John Lukic just got his left hand down. And Whelan was in so quick on Richardson. Aldridge to his right, chance for Liverpool. Aldridge, good save. John Lukic. Textbook stuff, really, from Aldridge's shot. The goalkeeper narrowing the angle and standing up. Quinn. That's meant for Smith. The ricochet favours Houghton. Nobody else on that side for Liverpool at the moment. So he's pausing and had to give it away in the end. Aldridge gets it back, though. Spackman. Aldridge. Beardsley. Oh, brilliantly done by Peter Beardsley. goal designed to bring any ground to its feet. Winterburn. Smith and Quinn coming in, hit the post and away by Whelan. Arsenal are not finished. And Niall Quinn proves the point, and unlucky.
Many observers may judge the League Championship race to be already all over, bar the shouting. Kenny Dalglish, the Liverpool manager, clearly doesn't, and was warned for coaching from the touchline within the first 5 minutes. His team, playing in grey, was looking fragile, as Charlton looked the most likely scorers early on. But as time went by, the inevitable was happening. Liverpool was stirring themselves for yet another win. Nicol put this shot just wide. But there was no let-off for Charlton, as the man of the match, John Barnes, set up Peter Beardsley. In the second half, Liverpool went straight at Charlton. Ray Houghton did all the preparation, while Barnes produced another memorable moment for Liverpool fans. Liverpool, often breathtaking to watch this season, are also good business. More than 28,000 watched this match, 4 times the usual Charlton crowd. And the home side did come close to a consolation goal through Steve McKenzie. Although Barnes couldn't score again, he's one of the main reasons why Liverpool are making the rest of the First Division look like also-rans.
Here's Ablett. Good break by the youngster now. And Lillis losing it to Beardsley. Oh, superb save by Spink. And Villa get it away for the corner. A magnificent piece of goalkeeping by Nigel Spink, but also a brilliant strike by Peter Beardsley. Struck like a dagger, and so very, very quick about it. Liverpool's first corner of the game. John Barnes with it. Whipped in off the crossbar by Aldridge. Tremendous stuff now in this 4th round cup tie. And Liverpool again coming forward. Hanson to Barnes. Head-on collision there with Alan Evans. And now McAnally on the chase. Grobbelaar started to come and then went back. Now McAnally! Oh! Grobbelaar got a touch to it, and as well that he did, and it'll be a corner. Now, Nicol with the free kick for Liverpool. Touch on by Ablett. Oh, the crossbar there from Aldridge. Oh! Just wide that time from Houghton. Nicol. Beardsley, a lovely header by Beardsley for Houghton, knocked out by him towards Barnes! A brilliant goal! A masterpiece of a goal for Liverpool by John Barnes. Thompson. Lillis. Oh, and it might come for Daly. It might still come for him. And Grobbelaar blocked it. Gallagher firing it in again. And eventually it comes to Grobbelaar. The best chance fell to Tony Daly, though. Evans. Gallagher. Edison. Ball touch by him for Aldridge. Beardsley's waiting in there. What a strike by Beardsley again. That toothy smile signifies another Beardsley goal that takes him into double figures for Liverpool this season.
Venison. Houghton rolls it through for Beardsley. Beardsley's wriggled his way, it's gone across, it must be a goal. Barnes shoots, and a deflection off Ince. And Ince gets the congratulations. Well, I don't think he knew much about it, but that was the first real opening of the game. McMahon, Nichols' cross, and there's the header in. Oh, and a great save by McAllister. Beardsley, Houghton, McMahon and Barnes, all shape there. Oh, and a great save by McAllister. Houghton, a long ball for Aldridge to chase. Aldridge up against Strotter, and Strotter came across him. That goal won't count, surely. The free kick's been given. Ward with the header. Ablett, McMahon shoots over the top. Good play by Ablett. Nicholl, good one, finds Venison. Venison turns it into Aldridge. Back to Venison, no offside. Here comes the cross. They're lining up for it. Barnes takes it. He's trying to make room for the shot. Spackman it is who gets the shot in eventually and drives it wide. Aldridge to McMahon. Barnes trying to get through. Aldridge now, he's got chance for the shoot. Oh, and he turns it well wide. He was about 5 yards wide with that shot. Corner then to Liverpool. Houghton, of course, former West Ham United player. Oh, and a great save by McAllister again. A brilliant save from McMahon. Ward, blasts it goalwards. Oh, and he nearly beat Grobbelaar. It was a fantastic shot, that. And Grobbelaar dived, but he was nowhere near it. Hansen over the top for McMahon, inside to Barnes. Can he score? Oh, McAllister's there.
Where his enormous talent first blossomed, but his brand of subtlety and skill was severely tested by a quite dreadful pitch. Watford are used to it though, and they started brightly with Senior almost beating Grobbelaar. But that early promise ended when Beardsley scored Liverpool's first with stunning simplicity. The Watford fans were silent, but they'd seen nothing yet. 3 minutes into the second half, and Houghton set up Aldridge. Within 60 seconds, win number 26 was secure with another super goal by Beardsley, his 8th in 8 games. What had at least been a contest in the first half was becoming an embarrassment as Barnes marked his return with Liverpool's 4th. But Watford did end one Liverpool run. Luther Blissett scored the first goal against them for 11 matches late in the game. Good goal it was, but consolation it was not. Watford 1, Liverpool 4.
An inspired run and finish from Paul Walsh to complete one of the goals of the season.
But Steve McMahon, ironically once of Everton, is perhaps the man his old team will look first to stop tomorrow if Liverpool's progress is to be halted. England recognition for McMahon in Israel this week was to no one's surprise. He did well too, but could hardly wait for another derby match.
Very special, always will be. They always hold a special place for me. And as I say, with being local lad, that incredible they are, really are.
Of course, you've played for both clubs in those, haven't you? I mean, what's it like now? You have to remind yourself which shirt you're putting on.
No, I don't. The fans remind me which shirt I'm putting on, so it's very easy that way. But they don't change. Whether we're at the top, we're at the bottom of the league, derby games don't change. They're always the same.
And always the same are McMahon's battles with Everton's Peter Reid.
Always, yeah. Great little games. Peter's like 110%, so am I. and both Scousers, so it makes for a good game.
Poynton. Now can Sharp release Stephen? That's probably the best ball of the game. Snowden's in the penalty area, so is Heath, so is Sharp. Oh, it went over all of them. Power came in and Grobbelaar's grabbed it. Barnes. Oh, well played. Good return by Beardsley. Aldridge is there. Howden's there. It's a goal for Liverpool. And the man who scored it is the man playing in his first ever derby.
This was the match everyone wanted to see, and within 2 minutes Portsmouth might well have scored. Mike Phillery's corner kick flicked on for Mick Quinn, whose header went wide. Liverpool are always dangerous though. Steve McMahon's pass put John Barnes in the clear, but the goalkeeper's challenge knocked him off balance and Billy Gilbert had time to scoop the ball clear. The second half now, and very soon, the seemingly inevitable, a goal for Liverpool. Barnes on the ball, and his cross deflected in off the unfortunate Gilbert. With 5 minutes left, Peter Beardsley and Ray Houghton set up Barnes' second goal, which settled the issue and leaves the question, can anyone stop Kenny Dalglish's Liverpool? Final score, Portsmouth 0, Liverpool 2.
Willan Hansen sartu nahi izan dio, ikustazuen non dabilen Willan. Defentsan erdikaldean aritzen dena, libero modura edo. Houghton, eta aurreneko gola Liverpoolek. Hansen. Aurrera. McMahon, kontrolatu gainera baloia. McMahonek Daglishi eta Daglish gol. Bita huts Liverpoolek Osasunari irabazten.
Half an hour, their performance was rather threadbare. It was Rangers who could easily have scored first as Kerslake sent Falco clear. Stung at last into retaliatory action, within a minute Peter Beardsley had wriggled his way through at the other end. But Rangers failed to heed the warning. Typically, Liverpool suddenly found the means to rise above the mediocrity. Johnston, the inspired provider, Barnes, the clinical taker. One up, and with their defensive record, Liverpool could start the celebrations. Not till late in the second half did Rangers get a chance. Grobbelaar's save from McDonald, his first of the match.
Beardsley. Reclaim handball. Referee says no. So John Barnes now for Liverpool onto that byline. Oh! He's got it in there. It's happened. An amazing Liverpool goal. Beardsley with the throw, finding John Barnes. Barnes again from Beardsley. Berardi couldn't stop him. It's still with Barnes. Hit with the outside of the boot, just across the face of the goal and wide. Here's Barnes, lazy left foot of his. Craig Johnston hits Redmond with it. Beardsley just wide of that goal. Craig Johnston. Well, this can kill it off. He's going all the way. Stopped by Lake and a penalty given. So Peter Beardsley. 8 in the last 11 games he scored, 12 in all this season. With a chance to make it 2-0, and he does so. 2-0 for Liverpool. Beardsley, delightful touch again. Barnes, this is for McMahon, rifling it in there, just wide of that goal. Brightwell, McNabb. Dickman was free on the right for McNabb, but McNabb's doing it all himself. Alvaradi, that's a good cross coming in. Simpson's up there. Grobbelaar, a brilliant save.
Liverpool shut the door tight. You sometimes have to go around and count them to make sure they've only got 11 on the pitch. Oh, what a good break again. This time it's Ablett right through. Played for Craig Johnston and saved by Stow. Johnston going in on the goalkeeper, I would imagine annoyed with himself because he knows he really should have made that goal number 3. Lake, oh, and Johnston's through. This time he surely is going to make it. 3-0. And here's Barnes. He's got Johnston and Beardsley up with him. Beardsley away on the left. City with 5 defenders back, and here's John Barnes. This could be number 4. It is. That's the 10th time this season that Liverpool have hit 4 goals.
Kenny, did you enjoy watching that?
I thought it was magnificent today. We had a hard uphill battle in the first half, obviously, without City creating too much, but they were nice and fresh at the start. But we got the first goal, and after that, the second half, they were tremendous. I think Bruce had 1 save throughout the whole match.
But it was an important save.
Yeah, it was an important save, but we're wrong to highlight that and say that it was anything, any reflection in the game. I mean, at the other end, the goalkeepers played well, and there's been a few whizzing past the post as well. Bruce made an important save there, and we were grateful for him to do it. But he was making it as much for pride as what it was to influence the result of the game.
Can I push you on who you'd fancy in the semi-finals?
No, but we've got a better chance than the rest of the side of it.
What about Nottingham Forest? You haven't seen too much of them this season.
We haven't played them at all. Obviously, there was a tremendous result yesterday at Arsenal, but we'll just need to take whoever comes out of the hat for us. We're happy just to be there, and obviously very, very pleased with the way they played today.
Can you throw your thoughts forward to the big match at Goodison next week?
No, because we played Derby on Wednesday night.
And we take each game as it comes.
No, we do.
Thanks, Ken.
Short to Nicol. McMahon. Nicol. McMahon's gone again. Well, volleyed over from on the 6-yard line, but the build-up was exemplary. Beardsley. And still, brilliant effort. The best possibly of the half from Peter Beardsley. Didn't need much time or room there. Barnes from Beardsley. And still Barnes. How did he get that across? Johnston. And, oh, off the line. Johnston, goal. Craig Johnston put it away after the first shot from Steve Nicol had been scrambled off the line. And John Barnes finding room for himself. Forward by Spackman to Beardsley. And the ground rather quiet now. Liverpool seem to have things under control. Beardsley. Johnston in the middle. Houghton's coming round the back. Mulvey's joining them. Thundered that shot in, Jan Mulvey. Forsyth. And again, good run by Michael Forsyth. Brilliant run. Micklewhite's there. And a chance here. Forsyth came in. And it's the equaliser for Derby County.
It's a better one. There's Grobbelaar again. He lost it though. And it's been put in by Wayne Clark. Clark has scored. Liverpool are behind. Grobbelaar's beaten.
Again, good play by Steve McMahon on his left foot. A rather weak shot, and it was Craig Johnston and off the line.
Barnes. That's a good ball there for Craig Johnston. That's a good shot by him, charged away by Southall's knees.
This looks better for Liverpool. Beardsley away on the left, unmarked. And his shot is wide of the post. Sharp versus Ablett. Trevor Stephen. Adrian Heath waiting in the middle. If he can get it across to him, maybe it'll be Gary Stevens and then Peter Reid. Reid might go all the way, and it was little Beardsley. Oh my goodness, he almost put it into his own goal. Nicol. Walsh. Lawrenson! Beneath Nishweki, and it's number 2 for Liverpool.
This is Bracewell. Lineker, nice touch. Peter Reid. Back again towards Lineker. Lawrenson's long leg stretching out, a corner.
I can't help recalling a remark made by Harold Wilson 20 years ago about a week being a long time in politics. Bill Shankly then said something equally profound about football. They were basically talking about decision-making. And Mark, in less than a week, you know, you've had to make 3 of the biggest decisions in your life.
Well, that's right, Elton. Obviously, my first decision, that of having to back in playing, has really been made for me, with my leg being in such a state that it is. Obviously, the decision to come here to Oxford, although officially I can't take over as manager until 1 or 2 loose ends are ironed out at Liverpool, that's only been taken in the last couple of days, and as you can imagine, it's been a hectic couple of days. I haven't had time to have a shave this morning. It's been that bad.
We'll let you off. Now, look, how long have you really known that you wouldn't be able to play football again?
I've really known since I came back playing. I've never, ever reached anything like the form that I showed before I ruptured my Achilles. I have to apologise to all the media boys and the press and everything, because, as I say, I've known for ages and I've told so many lies to them. But hopefully that's sent me an apology.
Well, it's okay. You're in management now. It's an excuse when you're in management, you know. Now, look, what are your ambitions for Oxford United now?
Well, obviously, first and foremost, we need to stay up in the 1st division. It's the only division to play in. I don't particularly want to go down to the 2nd division. I don't particularly think anybody, well, I know everybody connected with the club doesn't want to go into the 2nd division. And so we've got 10 matches left, nearly a quarter of the season, well, exactly a quarter of the season left, to get some results and help to stay in the 1st division.
Any regrets that you will not be figuring in the European Championship? Well, obviously regrets, but...
Yeah. Yeah, obviously there's regrets, but the thing is, I haven't had time to mope, which has been a nice thing. I'm here now. I mean, I've had 2 days kind of talks with Kevin Maxwell, the Oxford chairman. I've also been talking, obviously, to Kenny Dalglish and Peter Robinson. And I haven't had time to think about it, to be honest. If you asked me another couple of months when the championships were beginning to start, I would say, yeah, obviously, I regret not being able to play. But this is another chapter in my life, and it's just one I've got to start off on.
First league defeat 6 days ago. This unprecedented context appeared to have a disturbing effect. Liverpool created sporadically and finished without conviction. But then, after half an hour and without warning, Nichol's cross found Aldridge. Suddenly, Anfield was enjoying its familiar rituals again. In the second half, Barnes provided his usual value. Aldridge failed to match him for a second goal, but Liverpool's control was never in doubt. Beardsley's cross, Johnston's knockdown, Barnes' goal 11 minutes from time. Then Kenny Dalglish came on for a brief first appearance of the season. The Cop's enthusiasm may have turned to temporary anxiety as Young scored a late goal for Wimbledon, but they'll still believe that Dalglish's men will win their second double in 3 years if these two sides do meet in the cup final.
Peter Beardsley, worth almost $2 million, might not have known it at the time. He was about to be dropped. Danish international Jan Molby took his place in an uncharacteristically cagey lineup. Though the individuals may change, the flowing patterns still remain. Ablett's early cross, Aldrich alone up front missed the chance. Forest's Gary Crosby is known as Bing and admires George Best. Neither fact surprises, but he almost gave his side a shock 13th minute lead. From then on, anything but a Nottingham win would have astonished. Hansen headed away Webb's first cross, but with Forrest insistent, Webb's second effort forced him to an own goal. Hope and Crosby came together again early in the second half. On the road to goal, the Forest winger was tripped by Gillespie. But the wishes of Forest's capacity crowd were not fulfilled. Clough's penalty, Grobbelaar's save. Beardsley did eventually appear as substitute, but moments later, Forest were 2 up. Crosby again the source, Webb's brilliant strike. What's it like to be outclassed, sang the crowd. It was the almost impertinent reality, though Liverpool's Barnes tempted Webb to a late trip. Aldridge converted, but Forest held on to gain the psychological advantage for their cup semi-final next Saturday.
That was Brian McClare, and here's Peter Davenport against Alan Hansen, and Davenport's beaten him, and Brian Robson's in the middle, and Manchester United take the lead. On a ground where they tend to do so well. Now Aldridge to Houghton. Oh, he's got away from Brian Robson. He needs support in the middle. Beardsley's arriving now. Beardsley! 1-1, and Liverpool strike 8 minutes before half-time. Houghton got away down the right, and for once it was Manchester United who were undermanned at the back. When the cross came in, Beardsley, returning like Houghton to the starting lineup this afternoon, clipped a crisp shot right in the bottom corner. Ablett's coming in from the far side. Nicol. Oh, Beardsley away from Robson. Barnes. Gillespie. This is vintage stuff now from Liverpool. And Brian Robson, who scored Manchester United's goal, found himself bypassed again. Hooked back across. John Barnes intelligent enough to play that ball back where it should have gone. And Gary Gillespie tall enough and aware enough to apply the finishing header after 41 minutes. Peter Beardsley makes his influence tell again. And Liverpool, from being a goal behind, have now scored twice in the space of 4 minutes. This is Davenport. Steve Nicol, becoming a great favourite here, had a fine season. He's got Houghton on that side as well. And there are 3 waiting in the middle for a cross, 4 now counting Nicol. Got a foot in again. McMahon. McMahon! Oh, Hussein! That's got to be one of the best goals of the season, even by Liverpool standards. What a belter! Manchester United hang their heads because they failed to clear the ball, it should be said, when they should have done. But don't take anything away from Steve McMahon. He picked that up, saw what was on, and thumped that beyond a despairing Turner. And Gibson is now penalised and is playing left back. And he rather needlessly kicked the ball away, Colin Gibson. And it's a sign of Manchester United's frustration with the way things have gone. But it's a booking that, in all honesty, he had no need to pick up there. Right across to Gibson. Oh. Well, there have been times when Manchester United have been their own worst enemies. And Gibson has already been booked for kicking the ball away. What does the referee do now? Well, I can only think that Colin Gibson is in deep trouble. John Key has already shown him the yellow card, and that's got to be red. Jesper Olsen's taking them on. McClare's in the middle, Strachan's joining him. Olsen chips and hits the bar. It'll be Strachan to take it. Bruce is asking for a deep one here.
And here he comes, but Spackman got there in front of him. Olsen. Plenty of them in there. Right side again, touching a bit of shirt pulling by Spackman maybe. This is Robson. And it's deflected. Oh, did that catch it? A Liverpool player, may have been Gillespie. It certainly took the deflection. Brian Robson's shot brings it back to 3-2. Right side. And it was driven by Bruce straight to Houghton. And now Steve Nicol is up on the right wing, as he has been so often. Three waiting in the middle for a cross. Lofted towards Aldridge here. Turner just got to it. Just stretched down by the post. Good effort by Aldridge. McGrath's header. Olsen. Davenport. Strachan making a lovely run through the middle. He's onside. Gordon Strachan with a chance to equalise, and does. What a Turner! The 10 men have come back from 3-1 down to 3-3. Gillespie's in there. What a great save by Turner. Well, Gillespie seems destined to have his name written all over this, and he would have done if he'd scored there. Spackman, oh, it's a good ball. Johnston. Bruce. Strachan missed it. McMahon. Barnes. Ablett. Houghton stretching, couldn't get to it. McGrath could. Ablett again. McMahon. Anderson blocks it. Once again. Good tackle on the edge by Bruce. Hansen. Houghton. Nicol. Beardsley. Nichol's free in the centre forward position, offside. Won't count.
They, we can assume, I think, will play pretty much the same way against you that they did on Saturday. You've got a few options open to you from the way you played on Saturday.
Yeah, we can play well.
And different players.
Yeah, maybe.
So perhaps you've got a psychological advantage.
I wouldn't think so. I don't think that'll matter to Forest too much. Certainly they'll consider themselves more than they will consider us.
Was that in your mind when you picked the team to play against Forest?
No, the team for Forest was picked with the same thoughts for any team I've picked has been given, and that's in the best interest of this football club. Well, every player is important.
Oh, sure.
And different players obviously make different contributions. Obviously John Barnes, Peter Beardsley, Ray Houghton, John Aldridge are going to get a bit more publicity than the lads in the back four. And Bruce Grover says every bit as good a season as anybody else. The back four have done tremendously well. They conceded very few goals up until recently.
Barnes. And here's Houghton and Barnes. They're appealing Liverpool. They think that struck a Forest player, but it was a lovely 1-2. It's Gillespie's header. Beardsley, McMahon. Good play by Liverpool. Barnes is on the left wing, running past Chettle now. Well found by McMahon. Aldridge is in the centre. Still Barnes. Penalty. Penalty to Liverpool. Chettle was beaten by Barnes' run, and as he came in behind him, Barnes went down, and Liverpool have a penalty kick. And it's down now to John Aldridge, who scores! Liverpool take the lead in the 13th minute. Unlucky for Forest, but Aldridge scores there his first FA Cup goal for Liverpool, even though it's his 24th of the season and his 11th from the penalty spot. Aldridge runs across, Gillespie goes with him. It's left Nicol clear. Well played, Steve Nicol. Beardsley. Good effort, fine save. A memorable piece of football in the heat of the semi-final action. Wilkinson's in there with Foster. Wilkinson's for Clough. Oh, so close for Nigel Clough. Forest within inches of equalising at the start of the second half. Foster! Well, Liverpool calling on all their hardened experience as Forest start the second half in the ascendancy, but this is what happened before. Barnes, Aldridge is there, Aldridge! And exactly the same again. Liverpool come out of defence and snatch a vital goal. And again, Barnes involved, and what a volley from Aldridge. Wilkinson and Foster facing the thrower. Wilkinson, oh, Hansen didn't get there, and it's gone in. Nigel Clough pouncing where it mattered, and the ball forced over the line after 68 minutes.
You look very animated in those last 20 minutes when Nigel Clough pulled the goal back.
Yeah, but I think it would have been a travesty if there was anything else other than a victory for us. I think we deserved it.
Who would you pick as your man of the match, Barnes?
Anybody who wears a Liverpool shirt will do for me.
That's right, thanks so much indeed.
Thank you.
Now, what about taking a penalty so early in a semi-final against the goalkeeper that you faced only a week earlier?
Yeah, I think when you're taking penalties, you've either got to be confident about it or not bother at all. And it just so happens that I'm quite confident at taking them.
100% record, I think 11 out of 11 this season.
Such one.
And the second goal really was a delightful move.
Yeah, I think it was Peter that fed the ball out to John, and it was a sweet cross, and I just got my foot in the volley and it flew in, yeah.
And then Nigel Clough, as I said, got that goal back, and really Forest played very well for such a young side.
Yeah, you know, last week they showed what they're worth, and again today, you know, they contributed to a great game. I'm just glad that we won, that's the main thing.
What did Kenny Dalglish say to you to make it different from last week?
He just said go out and relax and enjoy it. Last week I had no burden on today. We had Peter back, which made a big difference. And I think we thoroughly deserve it.
I think there might be a bottle of champagne waiting for you in the dressing room.
I don't like champagne, I'd rather have a pint of lager.
Well, let's hope that's there for you. Well done, and thanks for coming to us as well, thanks.
So after 10 minutes play, it's Ray Houghton back to Peter Beardsley. Oh, look at that. Still Beardsley. Such a nimble player. And Forest started the match 14 points behind Liverpool, so only victory here, but it's Barnes for Liverpool. In support, McMahon. Still McMahon, oh, well played Steve Nicol, look at this. And Hansen saw that ahead of Glover. Experience against innocence there, perhaps. Houghton, Barnes, Houghton goes again, he's through. Ray Houghton. Aldridge waiting. So is Nicol here. And it's back with Aldridge again. Now Spackman. And this is Barnes. Took it first time with the outside of his left foot. Such a wide range of skills. Nicol, Beardsley. Barnes. Blocked by Chettle. Hansen's header back. Houghton to Barnes. So, Webb. And Clough. And Grobbelaar able to make the save, but Nigel Clough struck that well. McMahon and Spackman combining beautifully. McMahon's shot. Barnes hit the post. Spackman. McMahon. Oh. McMahon's having an absolutely marvellous night. Beardsley, he seems to be able to find space and find Aldridge. And that is another superb Liverpool goal. Courtesy there of this man, Beardsley. And now he goes alone. Still Beardsley. Hit the bar. Beardsley at his best. Short. Beardsley's flick. Houghton. There are so many alternatives. Gillespie makes a run across. And here's McMahon. Well, Forest just relieved to stem the tide. Barnes. Oh, McMahon, he's put Aldridge in! And Pearce prevents what would have been another memorable goal. Well, Nottingham Forest are doing their best, but what can they do against this tidal wave? Nickel forward, Aldridge, Houghton. If they got their finishing right, Liverpool might have been 6 up. This is Rice, Pearce, and Glover. Just sit back and enjoy this. Aldridge, McMahon. Nickel and Houghton. Aldridge is in there, so is Beardsley here. Still Beardsley, good save by Sutton. Barnes working it to Houghton. Aldridge, Gillespie! Decisive finish. Glover. Oh, what a good effort that was by Neil Webb. Hansen now. Beardsley. Oh, look at this. Alan Hansen, the captain from the back, and he was so unselfish. He couldn't quite find Aldridge. So does Barnes join in this? No, it's Nickel. Barnes against Chettle. Oh, look at Barnes here. They're waiting for the pullback. Beardsley! Oh! A glorious goal again. Here's Spackman. Barnes. Spackman goes again. Houghton! There's a good chance. Chettle. Spackman and Beardsley and Spackman and Aldridge. It's 5. And they may go one better yet. Beardsley, Johnston. This is Pearce. Clean sheet looks like being protected.
That's the finest exhibition I've seen the whole time I've played and watched the game. It was absolutely tremendous. Once you couldn't see it bettered anywhere. I don't care where you went, and I've seen Brazilians play, but I've never seen it played at that pace and, you know, executed. The moves were absolutely tremendous.
Gary Kelly, who faces Steve McMahon for the first Liverpool penalty. Sudden death. If McMahon misses and Newcastle score, it's all over. And McMahon has missed. Now, if Neil MacDonald puts this away, Newcastle will face Tranmere in the quarter-finals, and the champions will be out of the Centenary Festival. And out they are. Newcastle go through.
Houghton will take the corner. Gillespie is up at the far post. Gunn gets both fists to it. Back from McMahon. Aldridge. Gillespie. Dragged it wide. It's a very deep ball towards Gillespie. Houghton. Butterworth didn't get it very far. Beardsley. And Gunn with his first awkward save. Aldridge threaded through by McMahon. Beardsley is inside him and in the clear. Peter Beardsley. Threaded through in Hansen style for Spackman. Now for Beardsley. Gunn coming out to narrow the angle. It would have been a most direct goal. Fox. Very much a Fox on the run. And that's Drinkle. Fox having to use his ability to twist and turn in a defensive cause. No handball by McMahon, ruled the referee, who was well placed to judge. And Ray Houghton with an opening that he will reflect upon as possibly the chance to win the championship tonight. Beardsley. Can McMahon turn here? He can! But Brian Gunn still has a clean sheet. A wholehearted performance by Norwich City. And looking to really cap it now. Drinkle. Flack! Could easily have done just that. An early test for Bobby Mims here, and he responded very well indeed. Well, there is certainly a change in Liverpool's thinking from the match at Norwich. Spackman and McMahon in the middle of midfield. More of that in a moment as McMahon shoots. Beardsley, and the flag is up. McMahon, what a finish, even though he knew it wouldn't count. Houghton, space for Beardsley. 3 Liverpool players in the middle, if Beardsley needs them. He doesn't! A supreme goal! In keeping with the context of the occasion. Met Hod, ball skimmed it, and it's gone wide from Hodge. And here's Waddle probing away again. And another good effort, perhaps the best that Chris Waddle's managed in the game. Houghton. Here's Johnston, 3 to his left in red. One of them is Beardsley. Not this time. The choir have the right song, a song that's been sung really for generations now at Anfield. Since Bill Shankly started it all here. Bob Paisley carried it on. Joe Fagan played his part too. And now it's Dalglish at the helm. And his team are so close now to completing it all, and that really would have been a fitting finale from Beardsley. And there it is! Liverpool are the champions. And in the centenary year of the Football League, there can be no more appropriate winners. Today has merely confirmed what has been inevitable from so early in the season. But such is the discipline at Liverpool Football Club that only now will the players and the management accept it. And they know it's true. A 17th title, 8 more than their nearest rivals Everton. They've tightened their own grip on history. We've won nothing yet has been their response to all the praise heaped upon them this season. Well, they have now, and in a grand manner, which has been so beneficial to football in general, as well as to themselves. Tottenham played their part today and stretched Liverpool. But Peter Beardsley's moment of magic in the first half has produced another win. And certainly in modern times, none of the Liverpool championships has been as conclusive as this one. They're home and dry with 4 games to spare. Vintage champions, and really John Barnes should go out there and join them. It's only the sheer modesty of the man that's preventing it. Well, often it's been the poker face, the inscrutable expression of Dalglish, which has not revealed his thoughts, but it's a sweet smile now. Ronnie Whelan was there through the first half of the season until injury. And whenever there has been a player dropping out, such has been the depth of the Liverpool squad. Well, that's a new style of celebrating, isn't it, between Barnes and Grobbelaar. They've always come up with the answer. Beaten only twice in the league. Only Leeds United have ever done that before. And it's going to be a hard act to follow next season. There's no trophy for them to hold up today. The presentations will be on another day.
The only real doubt about Liverpool this season has been when they'd become league champions. On top of the First Division for months, they left the victory party for Anfield and their own adoring fans.
Fantastic, you can see the scenes here, out of this world, fantastic.
How big a part of these fans play?
Home and away, they've been absolutely brilliant. We've packed them in all season. Scenes like this are just something you dream about.
Somebody said when you win so many times, it must get a little bit, take the edge off it a little bit, but I've never noticed it.
Celebrations on Merseyside tonight, but Liverpool still have work to do. In 3 weeks, they'll be at Wembley.
Corner kick to the Reds, which Barnes will knock across. Off. And not a bad effort that from Craig Johnson, who dramatically adjusted the position of his body to get his head to that ball. Bumstead, as this game enters the 60-minute stage. Oh, a back pass there to Jury. Jury checking, making the special shot, gets it in. Not good enough though to beat Bruce Grobbelaar. McMahon, Whelan's broken on the left. Spackman out to Whelan. Oh, that's gone through to McMahon. McMahon tries to slip it past Hitchcock. Rigo with a header. Beardsley with his first touch. Houghton tries a shot. Jury, a beautiful ball for Dixon. Dixon has got Nicol behind him. It's a penalty! A penalty given to Chelsea in the 71st minute here. So drama here at Stamford Bridge as Gordon Jury has the chance to put Chelsea ahead. He does so, he beats Grobbelaar in the bottom right-hand corner. Grobbelaar throws the ball against the post in frustration. Gordon Jury celebrates there with Clark. And the shed goal wild. We've just had the official attendance here. It's 35,625. The best gate of the season. And a free kick to Liverpool. Barnes crashes it. Oh, he scored! Barnes has scored! In the 75th minute, direct from a free kick. Johnson to Barnes. Barnes coming into the box, gets the shot in. Wicks blocks it. Houghton. Oh, and a penalty given for that innocuous challenge there between Gareth Hall and Pat Nevin. And it's Peter Beardsley. Well, Hitchcock saved a penalty last week at Wimbledon. Can he do it again? He has done! And justice is done!
They've looked like champions throughout, but when Alan Hansen finally got hold of the trophy, he made just about his first slip of the season. The game itself looked like being one long celebration when, for the umpteenth time this year, John Barnes went past his men to set up Aldridge. In the second half, the pattern seemed to be continuing. McMahon always threatened to dominate the match, but never quite managed it. Even though this wasn't one of Liverpool's most spectacular performances, with so many talented players, there'll always be moments. Peter Beardsley a post away from making the game safe for Liverpool. Southampton then proved they weren't here just to make up the numbers. Rodney Wallace scored a memorable goal. Surprisingly, the afternoon ended as it had begun, Alan Hansen having to pick up the pieces to ensure the champions at least managed a draw.
Against Luton, just over a quarter of an hour gone, and Ray Houghton's corner headed on by Craig Johnston, a spectacular bicycle kick from John Aldridge to make it 1-0. But Luton, with 6 regulars missing through injury, came back to equalise before the half hour. Rob Johnson beat Steve McMahon in the tackle there, perfect through ball, and David Oldfield in for Mick Harford, streaking away to score. Appropriately enough, the master himself, Kenny Dalglish, came on near the end as substitute to cap a magnificent season as manager. But minutes later, a less happy memory for Liverpool, Nigel Spackman and Gary Gillespie walking off after they crashed into each other and both needed stitches above the eye afterwards. They should be okay for Saturday. The final score, 1-1.
Liverpool FC is hard as hell. United, Tottenham, Arsenal. Watch my lips, and I will spell. Because they don't just play, but they can rap as well. Liverpool FC.
My idea was to build Liverpool into a bastion of
I'm your goalie, the number one. You can take the mick, don't call me a clown. Any more lip and you're going down.
Ireland lads.
Okay, the new.
And there's 4 of us.
And only 2 of you.
So if you want new trouble,
And you don't want to slap,
you better teach us the Anfield rap.
The lads doing a song. Everyone hates football records, and so do we. So it's a Mickey take out of football records, I suppose. You know, and the lads have been great about it. I mean, even the boss has had a go at it, you know. And it's going to be great.
You two scousers are always yapping. I'm gonna show you some serious rapping. I come from Jamaica. My name is John Barnes. When I do my thing, the crowd go bananas.
This is me. Found my vocation in life at last.
Is this the real John Barnes we're seeing?
This is the real John Barnes. I've been conservative when I first came to Liverpool, but this is me now. Take me or leave me.
From all over the place. You talk that funny, but they play that great. So now we gotta learn him to talk real cool. The song you gotta learn if you live in the pool.
It's hard work, I must admit, because it's not me. I wouldn't be cut out for this kind of thing. I think Craig Johnson could be, but I couldn't. It's just football for me, I think. Stick to football.
These people are world-class footballers. But really, they are such nice people as well, and the team spirit at Anfield is phenomenal. Everybody likes each other, takes the mickey out of each other. We're all the same, you know, and we've got a boss there that used to be one of the players. You know, and if people are looking for the great Anfield secret, you know, I think we've captured a bit of it here in this project. The lads take the mick out of themselves and life.
Oh, yeah!
Here's Beardsley. And it's Houghton again. Swift and incisive. Here's Beardsley. This is Houghton. Barnes is waiting, but and Barnes is still there against the post. And away by Vinnie Jones. Sanchez. Corks waiting in the centre, and he's not well marked, and he got it on to Wise. Wise cross, Gibson let it go, Fashanu. A dangerous move by Wimbledon.
But look at this, Beardsley through.
Yes, he was caught. Wrestle's gone. The referee had to pull it back. He's already given the foul by Andy Thorne. Beardsley distressed because he thought with an advantage played, well, it would have been a goal, wouldn't it? But Kenny Dalglish will obviously be disappointed too. Sanchez, Cork, Young and Fashanu in there. And Sanchez was in there, and that's a goal for Wimbledon. Laurie Sanchez. This is McMahon. Hansen. Oh, Alan Hansen gets a return, and well stopped by the legs of Dave Besant. There is Aldridge, Beardsley. Well, he might score here. Penalty. Goodyear on Aldridge. Wimbledon protest at the decision. Goodyear thinks he played the ball. Besant thinks that, or thought the kick might go to his left or the right as we look if Aldridge decides to go the same way as in the semi-final. He did, and he saved it and made history. The first time ever that a penalty kick has not been converted in the FA Cup final here. It's Jan Molby with Johnston calling. So close from Steve Nicol.